evening. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody? Wednesday. Let me know if you're here. I am live on YouTube and Facebook, Tracy Winesapple Studios. Let's get ready to rumble. Okay. Not really. Let's get ready to paint something. Why can't I see my comments? Hello, and welcome. Let's make sure. Show all. Okay. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hello. Hi. Not in her. Okay. Hi, Felicia, Denise, Maria, Marie. Welcome. There we go. I can see the comments now. Hi, welcome to my studio. It is Wednesday. I don't know, where have I been? I don't know what I've been doing. It's just a lot of nothing. No, a lot of something. The message says, during this broadcast, you can support my page by sending stars, a digital gift that helps me earn money. I did not put that. I did not put that. If you see that, I didn't put that. But yeah, I don't know. What is that? Like a tip jar? I don't know. I did not put that, but it says my name. Looking for supplies, Shop Tracy store. That I put during this broadcast. You can support my page by sending stars, a digital gift. I did not put that. All right. I mean, listen, I'm a fool for a tip, but that means I've probably served you dinner or a drink. But welcome to my studio, and it's all quiet. My birthday was freaking fantastic. It was quiet. It was all of the things I needed. Welcome, I'm on YouTube as well. I need a chair. I just want to sit down. The first 10, 15 minutes, we chat a little bit. Good evening, Anne. I've actually been painting some stuff in my house. Let me show you what I have been working on. Hi, Sue. Hi, everybody. Okay, are you ready? Oh, that's the camera. That is what I have been working on over there. All those hand-painted glasses, champagne glasses, wine glasses, earrings, making things out of wood, all of the things. That's what I've been doing, quite honestly. I'm supposed to be taking that stuff over to a store in my town. I'm kind of new here, 6 months. I went to the dentist today, all good on the dental front. Found a dentist, actually met a friend at a dentist who lives 5 miles from me, which, if you know anything about where I live right now in North Carolina, 5 miles is very close. And she invited me over Friday. I invited her over Saturday. So Friday goes good, Saturday goes good. She wants to see my art studio. Thank you very much for the kind wishes for my birthday. It was great. I turned 55 last Sunday. My family came over for dinner. I mean, that's, they come over on Sundays anyway, so it wasn't like anybody went out of their way. They got me some cute little gifts. And I don't know if I shared it on my Facebook page, I guess. One little gift to myself. I budget everything. But one little gift to myself after this big move was a hot tub. So the big joke was, would the hot tub be ready for me to sit my carcass in it on Sunday on my birthday, 11:39 p.m. I filled it. I heated it. It wasn't quite hot enough to boil this chicken, but I sat in it for the mere purpose of the principle. It was done. And, oh, my brother turned 55 on Sunday, too. How funny. May the 4th be with him. And so 11:39 p.m., I got in there. Now, I've become quite friendly with my contractor, and there was a big old debate about adding a bathroom, because I'll show you that currently my utility sink is there. See those two? I'm okay. Man down. Do you hear that? So right there are those two Home Depot buckets. That is my utility sink. Said contractor found a great place to put the bathroom, and I signed the deal. He was like, came over on Sunday and finished, and he said, you know, you're a great customer. My parents have worked for him. He's been nothing but a pleasure to do business with. And I signed the deal to put a bathroom and a utility sink. So construction starts tomorrow. After that, I have no money. She done. Out. That's it. But it has just become so inconvenient, and I can't really have classes here. I just want to invite some people over, have a paint day, and I can't really do it. I do have to put my air conditioning on. So I'm doing it. You know, while things are torn up, you might as well be broke while you can be broke. I mean, I'm not going to take it with me, but I decided that personally, this was a thing I needed to do for me, and I'm doing it. Anyway, probably too much information. So, I have been extremely busy. Your Artful Journey members, I would like to thank you for the beautiful flowers that I received that were delivered yesterday. And thank you very much, Anne. I know you're always behind the sweetness, so thank you. I just was treated so beautifully on my birthday. And then I did decide I'm going to take a little vacation when all is said and done. This girl is going on a 1-week hiatus, just a 1-weeker. I've had a lot of stuff on my plate for the last 6 months, haven't really been able to breathe, transferring a business. I'd love to just answer all that. One day we're just going to sit and talk about business. You want to start a business? I'll talk to you. What you can do, what you shouldn't do, the mistakes I've made. But I am now fully incorporated in North Carolina. And so all of those things are being moved over, and that's just like staying up late at night, doing tax stuff, doing all the things. It's just gotten to me where I put myself in a situation where the business stuff took over, and coming out and creating with you guys was a little bit on the back burner. I've never missed a Wednesday. I have never missed. Thank you for sharing this. I will start in 5 minutes, I promise. I use the first 5 minutes, 15 minutes to talk to everybody and let you know. I've been to trade shows. I have traveled. I moved across the country in 6 months, built a deck, bought a hot tub, moved a house, moved a business. I couldn't be more happy and thrilled. But you know, with that comes sacrifice. I haven't done a lot of things socially. I haven't really met people in my town. And I am just like a hermit. So, but that's okay. I'm doing what I love to do. So I will tell you a couple of things that, I have been doing. I did finally dig back in, so I had a bunch of video content that needed to be created. I seem to be in my fruit stage. I don't know what is going on, but I've entered the fruits of my life. Maybe because I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor. I can't explain, but I just decided I'm going to talk in my Tracy's Toolbox on Friday about creative block and what happens during that and how I try to get out of that. But sometimes the business stuff takes over the creative side, and there's no, like, I just can't get out of it. It's hard. It's hard. But I'm back in the habit, and then I've made a few decisions. I restocked all of the art journals. If you need art journals, this girl has art journals coming out her ears, literally coming out my ears. I took the weekend, I stocked them all. I got a pallet full of art journals. They are all on sale. I am going to start painting some first pages, but I do offer, if you want me to paint the first page, there is a $25 charge for that. That's not a lot. No two are alike. Oh, Kelly says, I have total creative block, so much stress. We're going to get out of that. I am, but if you walk through my house right now, in my kitchen is all the glassware. At night, I go in the house and paint glasses and make earrings and weave blankets. No. I'm basically my own little sweatshop. I recorded 3 videos this weekend. One of them, oh, this is how crazy I am right now. I opened a journal and just painted the page. It's a full book. Anyway, I pick and choose what I do a couple of times a year when I'm offered to teach. Some of you have done the One Badass Art Journaling thing. And then I did the Art Soul Gathering. Well, they've asked me to come back for the Art Soul Gathering, so my content was due on May 1st. It was there on May 6th. But I've gone like way out of my norm. Like, I'm just graffiti girl now. You need a tattoo, I'm your girl. I don't know if I'm supposed to show that. That's my project. All right. If I wasn't, I'm sorry. So you're loving the fruits. So your Artful Journey members, I do have to say, it is the 7th of May. I have never been into the first week and not had your content uploaded, but I will upload your content for May, and then June, I'm going to record it this weekend. So just excuse my tardiness. I always have it done usually by the 1st, but I had so many little deadlines. I have created so much for these little deadlines that I needed to give myself time to breathe. Should we do fruit? Captain Obvious here. I'm just loving my fruitful life. No. And then June, I will record because I've decided to take a 1-week hiatus and go to California and see my children. I just miss them. I just miss them. And so I'm going to go. I told them they'll have a week to check in with me. Actually, I'm going to go for a few more days than a week. And so I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the kind birthday wishes, for sticking with me, being patient, and knowing that sometimes the creative juices are flowing and sometimes you just got to take care of business so that you can get back to it. It's so funny too, because I'm not a, I bought my parents' vehicle. I mean, I bought this house. I don't really spend money in ways that are not like, I'm super practical. I have buyer's remorse if I buy anything for myself. I went and got a massage a couple of weeks ago that my parents insisted on, and I felt guilty getting the massage during the massage. Like, who does that? But they wanted to treat me for all the stuff I had helped during my dad's surgery, and I thought that was lovely. But I feel guilty. I don't really, but one thing my team reminded me is I'm a bath girl. I am live on YouTube too. I'm a bath girl. I love water. And I don't have a bath, I mean, I have a bathtub, but it hardly fits this. And I love water. And so the last few nights when I am done with work, I've just been soaking. And that is the probably the one thing that I go, oh, like, did I really need that? No, I've always bought somebody else's vehicle. I have, one day I'll probably buy that Mustang, but it doesn't even matter anymore to me. What matters is my business. Showing up for you guys, your Artful Journey members, showing up for you guys, being present, being active, loving what I do, and that has not stopped. Every Wednesday I am here, and I love it, and that won't change. You deserve to come back to Cali and see your kids and the ocean. Yeah, you are one of the busiest people I know. I don't mind it. I love it so much. Okay. And speaking of this, like meeting friends in, I was a really social person in, I'll set my camera up while I'm talking because I start painting. Usually somebody says, could you stop talking? So what does this mean for you with the journals? I'm going to start just going live at random moments, painting the first page, just getting you guys moving and flowing. That's all we're going to do. More morning, your Artful Journey members, you're all going to have a front row seat to everything I'm doing. I just need to breathe a little bit. And I realize going strong and hard at it all the time isn't the best thing. And my team reminded me. I felt bad on my birthday. I worked Saturday and Sunday. So anyway, don't feel sorry for me. I paint pictures for a living. How does one complain? Okay. All right, I'm setting up my camera just because I love to get a little time lapse of what we're doing. But I know, it's so funny. One cannot complain. I am not going to war. I am loving my life. Things are okay. I absolutely love painting. I love painting with you guys. It's just when you're forcing creativity, it's the hardest thing in the world. I don't know how to describe it. So I'm going to take a week off, be with my people, and, okay, I'm going to grab a drink of water too. So, okay. Now, if you're looking for journals, I have watercolor. Denise says, you're my inspiration. I want to be just like you. Here's what I say, Denise. Be an improved version of me. Love what you do. Love what you do. I love what I do. I love coming out here at 7:30 p.m. You guys could tell me this is 7:30 a.m. I'd show up. You want me here? I'm here. You can't find me on YouTube. If you guys see me on YouTube, could you just holler out? Mixed Media 7x10, watercolor 7x10. What's the difference in watercolor and mixed media? 60 pages, 30 pages. Okay, Kelly, found it. Watercolor pad 7x10. Does anybody need a journal that they want me to paint the first page? And I pick, this is a watercolor 5.5 by 7.5, handmade paper, cotton, 100%. This is Mixed Media 8x8. Mixed Media Landscape 5.5 by 8.5. I also got this in because I ordered it by mistake, but I'm so happy I did. These are indigo art papers, watercolor, handmade, 10 sheets, loose. Okay. I was going to just do the 7x10 watercolor journal. And by the way, if you order, let's paint. I'm busy too. She's like, come on, move it, sister. All right. And I'm probably going to paint with the classics. We're gonna make this easy. So let's just make sure I'm gonna pick a journal. You know what I'm gonna pick? I want the flow. Okay. I'm gonna pick this. This is 5.5 by 8.5. It is the most beautiful book, handmade 100% cotton. If you would like tonight's journal, the painting is for free. Sorry, the journal is not for free. I do have to pay for a bathroom because we're going to paint for the potty. We are not, that's not the saying, but it is kind of funny. So if you want to purchase tonight's journal, please send an email to help@yourartfuljourney.com. It's not that I pick favorites, pick me. It's just you need to send an email, and I don't pick anybody. I don't do anything, but you pay for the journal and the shipping, but the painting is for free. And I've got a painting in mind. Somebody said last week or a couple weeks ago, I love that you do watercolors and I love that you do acrylics, but sometimes I find the acrylics that are too difficult. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want that. So everybody, right now, you're gonna buy a journal, and I'm painting for a potty. I'm actually painting for the utility sink. It just makes sense to put the toilet in there. I know. Anyway, so this journal, what can I tell you about it? It is handmade paper, 5.5 by 8.5. It has got the decal edge, and it is just gorgeous. And I don't want to take too much of this up. It has the vellum in between. What am I doing? Okay. I don't know, between the lawnmower and like the shooting across the street and the shooting range, and now there's a helicopter. I feel like I might be bombed at any moment, but we're still good. Okay. All right. So by the way, every Wednesday I do a live free demo. There is no obligation, no signing up. You just show up, and okay, I can see it on my video. And I just want to encourage you and inspire you to paint and do something every week that is just keeps that energy going and that inspiration. It's like going to a gym. If you don't go to the gym for a while, oh, look at my watercolors. They are so dirty. I will clean these. Maybe I'll record that video. I'll record that. I do clean my watercolors, but I'm going to give them a good 30-minute soak. And by the way, I ran out of this yellow. They don't sell it individually. So what I did was took a primary yellow tube and I put it in there, just so you know. I'm not going to really wet that one up because it's still drying and curing. But if you're wondering if I'm kind of missing, I can still use that watercolors. It still works. I just filled that pan. Okay. Oh, I just did my nail polish like 5 minutes ago because I broke my middle finger. Not from overuse, just I've never used it, but she's funky. I just painted them, so if you see me start to back off because I'm ruining them, Denise. Denise, you are my people. Are they the classics? This is the classics, yes. Oh, God. Sometimes. Okay, so I turned 55. I'm alone a lot. I'm good. Don't worry about me. I'm happy. Life is good. But I don't really go into my town a lot. I mean, I do, and I have. But today I went to the dentist, and my mom and dad go to the same dentist. Now, if I meet this girl, Sonia, I met her today. My mom was like, you're gonna love her. Her daughter wants to be an artist. She wants to come over, blah, blah, blah. I get that. So I met Sonia after about 5 minutes of knowing her, and we made a couple of jokes. Oh, how much is the journal? Amy, I'd have to look on the website. I'm so sorry. I wanna say, I don't know. 30, 35, 40, I don't know, the size. It's a nice one. And I don't know if it's been spoken for. But anyway, long story short, the lady, I was joking with the lady, and we started talking, and she said, and I'm having a hard time meeting people. I don't go out a lot. And she said, I think I live like 5 minutes from you. And we started talking, and it's like, oh, she's kind of like my people. You know how you attract people? You guys are my people. I think, good people. I've also attracted a very horrible ex-husband, not the kid's dad. He was a husband too. But I've learned my lesson. I watched the flags flying. But she invited me over on Friday night, and she lives like 5 minutes away. I mean, I was like, oh my God, how weird that I feel so excited that I came home from school and I wanted to tell everybody I met a friend. But it is. I'm looking forward to going back to California and seeing my friends, you know, but I don't do a lot. And it's hard when you're older, and I don't know how to describe it. But, okay, so this is painter's tape. I feel old. You were born 12 days before my wedding. No. But, you know, starting over is hard. It is hard. I mean, starting over after a divorce in the same location, okay, that's hard, but it's fine. You have the support people, and I have my family. Listen, I am not complaining. I love my family. But it's hard. Like, I wish, you know, sometimes you guys, I feel like you all I wish you lived in the compound next door to me, and then I'd go, I know my people. You are my people. But I got to go out and put the net out, cast the net out, and anyway, that's just my thing. So take my fingers, just put it along in here, and that's how North Carolina Southern, it's so friendly. The whole dentist's office today. I mean, it did help that I told them, my whole family goes there, so they know all of us now, but it did help that I said I was the best Weinzaffel in the group. Yeah. All right, I'm not going to get involved with the journal. I am going to just sit and sit in my intention. Oh, and I don't know if she wants me sharing this, but she told me her daughter started painting, and she's on the spectrum and has ADHD. And I was like, bring her over. Like, bring her over. You know, please. This is my 5 minutes away. Okay. So for those of you who don't watercolor, or who's painting with me tonight, let's just go there. Who's painting with me tonight? Who has their paintbrush out? Who decided, like, oh, I'm going to paint with her. I'm going to go for it. This is my journal. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm looking for a bigger, just a round brush. You don't need anything too large. This is going to be kind of free-spirited. Felicia said I got divorced at 55 years and life started at 55. It's so true. It's so true. And by the way, women, don't count yourself out. All right, so the middle of I want this to be a perfect circle. I know it won't be. I'm going to put this off to the side. I don't know the flower. I feel like it's daisy-like. It's going to be relaxed. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Okay. So the beginning is going to be where I put this thing. I did want it in the center, but I don't want it in the center. So let me do it this way. Wet on wet, okay? By the way, if you're wondering why this is just wet paintbrush, and I'm wetting. Okay, yum, all my people, and listen, if you're all here, my jokes get worse as the days go on. All right, so wet on wet. I had to turn the fan off behind me because it's quite arid in here, just because I keep it. But I am going to do yellow. I'm going to do some yellow in here. Okay. I like the yellow. I love the yellow. And I might need to tip this a little bit. Aw. Rhonda said, I've been married longer than you've been alive to one man. That's my parents. And you know what? I love it. Okay, brown. Oh, gal, brown. She's not my friend. Oh, I struggle with brown. Let's go orange. Okay, orange. I'll do brown. I'll do some more, but okay, but I got that yellow motoring. Throw the brown in if you want to throw the brown in. It's going to be like a daisy, okay? Please don't eat the daisies. And I'm going back to the yellow. I love the yellow. Now, I've mixed all that up. We got the middle of the flower. I'm gonna get a thinner paintbrush. I don't know how thin I have in watercolor paintbrush, but I'm looking. I don't know how thin. I would like a thin, long one. Okay. Sorry, Anne. Terrible joke. Okay. Terrible. Okay, I'm gonna wet this. I never use white. To be clear, I never use white. Never use white. And terrible jokes today. We got somebody. Okay, hopefully this is clean. So I'm gonna use the white, okay? I'm gonna make sure my paintbrush is good and loaded. So see what I'm doing? I wanna make sure, I don't need me in this, so I'm gonna get rid of me because we don't need me. Okay, who cares? I'm gonna make sure that this white and the gray are loaded. Okay, all right, here we go. Oh, gal, please do what I want you to do. Oh, that's such a thin brush. Why? Okay, I need a thicker brush. Because after that last statement, I don't want to be even like, I think this will do a 6 round. I just love a long. Oh, stop talking, Tracy Ann. Okay. I'm going to get a groove here, and I'm going to just start more white. My white is all dirty. And I am going to just start shooting this out. Okay? There we go. Keep going with the white. I never use white. If you've ever taken, yeah, that 6 round is making life. Now, you see, I got to rinse off the brush because that yellow from the middle is just going to start exploring. Which is fine. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. And I'm just gonna like make big, long, please stop talking, Tracy Ann. Because we want to add some blue into this. I never use white. I just don't. And if it gets too much, by the way, if you go, okay, yellow, I don't, dry your brush off and say, you head back up there. But I feel like if this is a daisy or the sun or whatever, Peanut says, first time watching a live without joining in. Sitting in a car parking waiting for a son and grandson. Didn't bring my stuff. That'll teach me. I thought she was going to tune out and say, I'm done with it. Look at how new this white is. It's like... Now, what helps the white is adding gray or blue. Because with light, and I know I don't explore all of the things having to do with light and all of the things, but I know white, you got to have something that reflects, and it's normally blue. But see what we're doing? I mean, who can't do this? You can do this. Okay? Oh, well. Also, if a bit of pink gets in there because your brush went rogue, don't stress. I swear, it is like, this is what I live for, is Wednesdays where I go, okay, this is... Now, if Sonia, the lady I met at the dentist, is watching or happens to see this, she is going to be like, holy moly, is this the... I'm going to go to a bonfire on Friday. But look at this. It's just doing its thing. Oh, I guess I could put this down because I feel like the yellow is really going that way. Okay? But for the most part, I'm just going to soak this up. Just, we don't want a ton of ponding water. Okay? Just makes me... Whoops. Now, I do want to rinse off some of the yellow. Now, if you throw a hint of blue in there, just a little bit of blue. Mix it with the gray. We got and I know there's people out there going, I could do this 10 times better myself. Well, just do it. Do whatever makes you happy. If it makes you happy. Okay, that was way out of tune. I'll try again. And don't worry, it's gonna get a little bit, it's gonna, you know, bleed out a little bit. How funny, my neighbors, there are 2 houses next to us, and we do driveway drinking and do bonfires. Best of time. I'm gonna go to a bonfire at her house. I mean, you know, she knows my parents, she knows my whole family, so, I mean. And this is getting a little funky. We're gonna shape this up. Shelly said, first timer. I'm loving your comments. Yeah, if you guys are new here, could you just let me know, and then I'll promise to behave a little bit more. I just am who I am. And I can't help myself. It's just a thing. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out but what I want to encourage everybody, and the bottom line is this, is just do something creative, even if it's just me inciting you to do something. Window bring all the front. Okay, oops, hold on, I can't see my comments right now. Show all utility windows. Okay, that'll be fine. And behind the scenes, I should have introduced Anne. She is the one who makes everything happen. Okay, there we go. Can you guys see me now? All right. Oh, yeah. Well, the good news is okay, I'm letting this dry a little bit, and then I'm just shooting it up with more white. This is the best shoot up you'll ever get. I don't even know anything about drugs, so. But it's really the first time I think I've used the white in this palette. But I'm mixing it with gray and a little bit of blue, and then I'm just keeping it, because this is we're gonna add more definition. So a little bit of blue. Look at that. Gray, white, blue, and then I'm just going back into the white. Okay? And then watercolors follow water. So you got to remember, like, we can layer the watercolors, but we do need them to dry a little bit, and I just keep going for it. Like, I just keep adding to it. And then if it ever gets too wet, just dry off your brush, okay? Okay, I'm writing myself a note. Should have done that for my birthday. Hold on. Anne, do you mind sending me an email? My brother will come on. I'm going to do that with my brother. Let's do it in May. I mean, I don't know what his schedule is like, but I feel like he has a lot of time for his sister. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Okay. Anne, could you send me an email and say schedule your brother? But you see, every time I add that blue, and I'm just going back with a little more white. What time is it? So I just don't keep going. All right, I'm going to dry this off a little bit. I'm using watercolors I never use. You inspire me. Me too, because I never use white. Okay. I almost want to use, I'll get my brother here. If my phone wasn't taken right now, I'll just call him right after and say, hey, what are you doing next Wednesday? Like, wouldn't this be fun to do with my brother? I'll get my niece over too. So if you don't know what I'm doing, right up here I have I have the blue, the gray, and the white. I'm just continuing. Now I'm adding more little shallower leaves or petals. So I'll just keep going. And then a little more blue. We're gonna form this. Yeah, I love seeing, because you know, white, you look at white, that's not gonna, what happens is you get a shadowing effect when you add blue so that you can see where the light is. But I like to have the petals keep going. I'm just drying while I'm going. Like something like this I could get him to do, but I feel like if I pulled out acrylic paints. Also, you're going to have to remember that whatever we do would be ultimate silliness, and it probably will never, like, I'll delete it. It may never see the light of day after. Okay. All right. Now the yellow ran, the other things. So now let's let that dry for a second. Oh, I'm starting to sweat because I turned the fan off behind me. I don't need to add anything else. All right, let's just live in this. Okay, there is black here. And there is brown. And there is orange. And I know, but I love this white is a little opaque in watercolors. Gouache is going to be very opaque. Like I could use gouache on top of this. But I'm going to go ahead and use acrylics. And I'm going to turn the air conditioner on because my menopausal stage is kicking in. I love to incorporate acrylics, so don't get mad at me. But I could do this with the black. But I love a good stencil brush. There's 3 colors that I love for the middle of a daisy. Payne's Gray. I just put all my paints back, so you're going to have to excuse me if it takes a second, because I have been Payne's Gray, Quinn Gold, okay, and a stencil brush. And if you guys don't know it, I do have stencil brushes. They range. This is a 1/4 of an inch. This is a 1/2 an inch, okay, but yeah, the white is a little opaque. Most people don't use white in watercolors. I'm not going to argue. I don't use it often, but I thought this would work, and it did. So I'm happy. The middle of my flower is going to be, oh, you guys, my palettes are in such bad shape. I use these styrofoam palettes. This is all dry, so yeah, I'm gonna call my brother. Maybe I'll call him while we're here and just say, hey, what are you doing? That is Payne's Gray. This is Quinn Gold. Burnt Sienna will work. This, I will list all of my supplies, don't worry. Stencil brush. Stencil brush. Make sure you're brushing off 90% of the paint, okay? Because now we're going to find the middle of said flower. And we're just going to pouncity pounce bounce. And I could do a very, now I'm going to brush off. So I went into that Payne's Gray. I could do the black, okay? And I am going to go around the edges, all right? Around the edges. This could have been more white, but you know me. So if I hit the edge of that brush, do you see? It just is like, oh my God. This is what I need to do, is just come on here and just paint art journals and just. Now, I'm gonna go into one, into the other, into the other, into the other, okay? And mostly around the edge, I'm going into the black. Now, that does not mean I cannot go back into that white watercolor. Okay, I'm back into the white. Layer some more petals. So funny when I look up, that's why I always say stand back from your art and all that stuff, but I mean, it just feels good. And I'm just, can you tell me what colors you're using again? Payne's Gray and quinacridone gold. Quin gold. Burnt sienna will work. You can mix like an orange with a brown. Quin gold is kind of like a rust in a bottle. So I am just taking more of that white and coming out. I'm coming out. You know what? And I'm going to go back to that original brush that I had, that real thin one, and then I'm going to go like so. I'm going to take that real thin, oops, too wet, a little bit of the blue. I'm just going to come in little bit of the blue, little bit of the white, this is all the classic set. You ever see why I tell you I love the classic set? Okay, I love the classic set. Now, back to my Payne's Gray, because now any of that stuff I added, and I know everybody knows there's going to be a splitter and a splatter. I forgot who bought this book, but I hope that she's happy. And then, I'm just using the rest. I'm mixing the Quin Gold. The Payne's Gray. Okay. Oh, I got something in my eye. Okay. Who bought this book? I hope. Yeah. So I'm going to take a fan brush. If I can find my fan brush. Okay, here it is. I'm going to go back to the black. It's Payne's Gray I was using, but this, I'm going to go into the black right here. This is the black watercolor. Oh, I'm watering. Now, just be careful. Don't go nutty butter on this. Don't mess it up, okay? I've been known. But, so what you want to do is do a little bit of a, okay. Yep, we're feeling it. We know the pressure. We're just going to go in. I'm hitting mostly the center, but it's going everywhere. I'm coming up. I want the world to know. Okay. I mean, I could shape those leaves. I could do more, the petals. I could do more, but I don't want to add too much to it. I am buying it, and this is fabulous. I am redecorating my granddaughter's bedroom, and sunflowers is the theme. Obviously, I was meant to have this one. Okay, I love that. I don't want to do too much. I know. And I'm debating on the edge right now. I just like the way She's a bloomin'. I know I could just add too much, and I just can't. I don't want to do a border. I don't want to do anything. I'm going to leave it. I feel like at this point, sometimes I add too much and I can't help myself. It's just me. I'm too much of a lot, but I'm going to soften that guy up. I just can't. I mean, I'm debating. Okay, no, I like it. What time is it? 8:19. Put the pen down. All right. Okay, so you guys, I am going to paint some more journals. I'm going to... This painting gives peace and a smile. That's what it's meant to do. It wasn't difficult. I want you guys to know. Somebody said last week, I love that you break everything down. This is what happens. It's organic. We create. Heating that tape up is going to make it fall off. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's what was meant to be. You know, so just remember, even though I used the white, I mixed some blue and some gray in there. And I'm going to sign my name. Okay, there you go. You can go more white. You can go more yellow. Just go for it. Okay. All right. By the way, your Artful Journey members, if you're not a member of your Artful Journey, just plug your ears for 2 seconds. If you're a member of your Artful Journey, we are going to do our live morning meditation on Friday. I hope to have your monthly lesson uploaded by then, but if it's not, doesn't matter, because we're going to still do morning meditation. I just want to thank you guys, because I've never actually been late on anything. It's just all these deadlines, and I don't like to force anything. If I have to force something, and I'm going to talk in futures Tracy toolboxes this week, every other Friday we're going to come out with what is called Tracy's toolbox. Doesn't mean a lot, but things that I want to talk about or you've asked me about. We started it a couple of weeks ago, and it was the biggest blog post I've ever done. And it was Amy, I don't want to say her last name, but she questioned me about tearing out pages in her art journal. And so I answered that question. And then this one that I'm talking about is creative block, because I'm struggling with it. So I'm going to be honest. I'm going to share what I'm doing through it. And the next one I already have written, because I'm answering your questions. So if you have a question, send it to help@yourartfuljourney.com. It can be about supplies. It can be about philosophy. No, don't. The World Series. Whatever you want to ask me. If I don't know anything about it, I won't answer. But what was the next one? Sorry, there seems to be a bird. All right. I can't remember, but I have them written out for 2 months, because the questions just keep coming in, and I just want to thank you for that. I feel like I somewhat, if you ask my opinion, I'm going to tell you truthfully, or I won't answer, because my girlfriends say, do these jeans make my butt look big? And I will sit there and say, maybe we should wear slacks. I'm kidding. All right. At the end of the day, though, I am struggling with creator's block right now, but I'm working my way through it. And the only way to deal with creative block, painter's block, writer's block, is to work through it. You just can't circumvent it. You just work through it. So that'll be the big lesson. And hopefully you guys are going to take the painting that I've done and share it. If you're a member of your Artful Journey, please go show that in our group. And I just appreciate y'all. Big is relative. Yeah, I am never going to judge. That's why I'm not an art critic, and I don't ask people to critique my work. I am who I am. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. What is this week? This week I will be Friday with your Artful Journey for morning meditation. Next Friday, I am going to do a special Tea with Tracy. We're going to try Tea with Tracy every other Friday. Why not? More me, more tea. All right. Have a wonderful... Oh, I just realized my palette is broken. I have beat this guy up. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much. All of this will be on my free tutorials page on my website, Tracy Weinzapfel Studios. Thank you so much. And I'm not sure who bought this album, but if you do want to place an order, you can go ahead and place an order. Sorry, I don't remember. If you want to place an order, I'll just add the journal and the free painting into your order if you want to add anything to your order. I always forget to mention this. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much. What time? Tea with Tracy is usually Friday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am thinking about adding some weekend offerings in the morning because I'm going to paint some extra journal pages. So I would appreciate y'all. Thank you. I just appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful night. Talk to you soon.